How do we look now? Do we look good?
Yeah, I think
Is this getting better?
Am I going overboard with this closeness to the camera? Let's see. Let's check this out.
Is it more comfortable or is it off-putting?
Yeah, we're trying to be more personal. Like it's like a conversation among friends, and we're sitting in a circle talking.
Thanks for coming. Martial Stamper, Tahric Finn, Type A BJJ. You're breaking down all sorts of martial arts nonsense.
You just finished the competition last week.
I
last
did.
weekend.
Strangled a man, just like I said I'd do on the show. Yeah,
He did scramble. He did scramble him, and he's done it to me many times.
Yeah.
So, and how did you want to explain what you did?
Sure. Can I show everybody?
Sure. So Marshall, he fought against his nemesis, Boyu, nemesis and good friend.
We've trained together a lot. We competed at purple belt where I smoked him, and then this is our first competition as brown belts. He is bigger than me. He's incredibly strong.
Yeah, he's strong.
Very smart. Very good at jiu-jitsu.
Very handsome.
Very handsome.
Very important.
And I was kind of messing with him before the match. I was like, "Boy, what's your strategy?" He goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, takedown, ankle pick." And then he stands up and ankle picks a guy like right behind me. And he was right. As soon as the match started, he did that exact move that he told me he was going to do, and it took me down.
What a nice guy.
This was a submission-only match, though, so he got no points for it. It did lead him into a nice... I think he was trying an Aoki lock, but he didn't have it right. So my ankle looked broken to the crowd, but it was nothing to me. And then we had a bunch of scrambles, a bunch of back and forths. I ankle picked him. I got him back. And I had hit some passes. I kind of did like a best of all my moves. Had a rolling anaconda, rolled back to mount, flipped him around, tried to gift wrap him, tried to take his back, and then the back scramble I hit a triangle, and I finished with a variation that I haven't seen anybody else do. I keep thinking everybody does it like this, but I've never seen it on YouTube, BJJ Fanatics. I assume other rubber guard players must do it, but I've never seen it. And so when the time's right, I can show you guys.
We'll just sit here quietly and wait.
What are you doing?
No.
Talk's just chatting.
Yeah.
So it's just like this. Like this is okay.
You gotta turn this way. Yeah.
So in a triangle choke, I'm up and around. Oftentimes, they can hide this arm. And when you learn triangle choke, they tell you lift this up and bring this arm across. It's very hard when you're going against guys like Boyu. So what I do, I bring him down and stick my wrist in his neck. So my hand is behind his head, palm facing me, and use this to bring my leg over. See, already it's much tighter. That's a real choke. And even tighter as I get his arm in and lock the triangle. Or even if he leaves his arm back, and I can still lock it. That's even tighter. And so I haven't seen this move around. I don't know why. It's so good. I kind of learned it from Keith Krikorian. Keith Krikorian's an ADCC guy from 10th Planet. He showed me this to finish a no-arm triangle, and I just applied it to triangles. Getting that arm across is so hard.
It's good. It's a good variation.
Yeah, right? You felt that before?
Many times. And I think I'm decent at escaping triangles, but with that whammy in there, it's really difficult.
That's
to
a
escape.
technical term. It's a whammy. If you get a triangle, you insert your whammy.
Yeah, you put that whammy in there. And I have no idea what to do, so it's interesting.
Yeah, I think that move should be called invisible collar. It's like you're reaching up, grabbing a collar, like in a gi choke. But invisible collar is a different move in rubber guard, so we need another move. So comment, let us know. Have you seen this move before? Is there a better name?
Yeah, I just know.
Should we just send this to Ben Eddie and ask him?
I just know it as the invisible collar because
it feels like it, right?
Yeah, because it kind of is invisible. You don't expect it to come. But anyways, that was a tidbit of information, inserting the whammy in there. But
and we'll have a full breakdown of that match coming to the channel, so check it out.
Yes.
It's going to be Martial Stamper versus Lin Boyu.
Yes. Also, check out our one article on TaipeBJJ.com.
Oh, yeah, we're bloggers now. Got one up already. I got some cooking.
We'll keep it cooking.
We'll keep it cooking, keep them coming.
And in this festive season, do you feel festive?
Mm-hmm. cold. I want to get around with some people I like and drink alcohol and eat desserts. It's very much in the air.
Festive season. So in the gift-giving season, what do you give guys for jiu-jitsu
What are you giving me?
Christmas? I don't know yet. I haven't decided.
A website, taipei.bjj.com.
Website.
A blogging
my
platform.
presence, yes.
Thanks, man.
Yes.
That's all I ask for.
I come to your house and train. Just roll out of bed and I'm here.
Put up a YouTube live show for us.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are good gifts. And what do I do? What do I do for you?
You provide training. You brought jiu-jitsu back into my life because it's now convenient and I don't have to go to the club at this specific time. I could say, hey, today is it okay if we do it at this time, and we can accommodate and get it done. So
Long time we didn't do it at a crazy time though. You're gonna call me late on a Thursday night or something?
No, but I like that it's a good consistent time that gyms don't necessarily offer, and it's familiar. It feels like home. So it's
boutique training.
Yeah, it's very boutique. I feel classy.
Yeah,
so what would be the first gift that you would get? Number one. The most obvious thing. Yes.
So
He's just gotten into jiu-jitsu. Let's say he's like he's a year into jiu-jitsu, yeah. But he loves talking about it. He talks about it all the time. Like, man, did you hear about that new move?
You know what you should do? You know the best jiu-jitsu gift? I don't know if this is on the list. Buy him a competition spot. Because competitions are expensive.
They are expensive. And
that can be 60, 80, 100 American dollars.
Yeah. And it could only be for one match.
For one match where you get smoked.
You have to pay to travel to. You have to feed yourself and everything. You might wait for hours for your match. It's not
I don't know the
time.
logistics of how to do it. Maybe you just write it down, like next competition fee, I got you.
Yeah, like an IOU.
IOU.
That's dope. Yeah.
Because buying someone gear, it's kind of easy to buy the wrong gear. Like I know a lot of white belts who wear brown belt rash guards just because they didn't know.
You can't really blame them because the rash guard coloring system thing, I feel like it came along later.
Yeah, but it's standard at IBJJF and IBJJF inspired competitions. You have to wear your ranked rash guard, and so that's the thing. It's not just brown. It's ranked.
Okay.
It's
but I'm not going to stop wearing my purple rash guard.
No, because you have a purple belt too. Oh. But it's just when a white belt does it, it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a little tricky to buy people rash guards.
That's true.
Also, there's some drama and some like, oh, you're wearing that rash guard. It's not a show your role. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Rash guards are good though.
Rash guards are nice.
Get a plain rash guard.
From where?
Any sports store. Like here in Taipei, it would be like any store that sells like baseball and badminton equipment and stuff. They'll always have like these plain rash guards. If you wanna, or you get them. I don't know. I like plain. The colorful ones are nice. You definitely need something with a dragon at some point.
Yeah. Next year, you can purchase rash guards on taipei.bjj.com. They'll have dragons on them.
Yes.
And they'll be very worth the price.
They'll have the Taipei 101 building on there somewhere.
And I will sneeze because this is so cold. We're sitting out here. What are we doing? We're going to put a hood on.
It's a little too cold for you?
Yeah, dude.
My son was talking about, because today it's like 17 degrees. And he said it's too cold for him. And it's like, what are you talking about? Because he keeps saying he wants to play in the snow, and snow you need like -10. So
yeah, but it becomes worth it.
Yeah.
You can play in the snow.
Yeah.
Here it's just cold. Like, what's the benefit?
Cold. It's cold for no reason.
Like, why? Why are we doing this?
You're mountains.
It just sucks a little more.
What is another gift? These would be gifts you have to. Some of these gifts you would definitely have to know their size and everything. Maybe you'd have to sneak into their closet and check what size their existing gis are.
Or just ask them. Because if you get slightly the wrong size gi, it sucks.
Yeah. So BJJ apparel is possible. A gi is kind of an expensive gift.
If your gi comes to here, it's crazy.
A gi is another gift, but a gi is a kind of an expensive gift.
Yeah.
Depends how much you love that person. They would probably be somebody you have a close relationship with, and you just got to know their gi size, and you got to know their style and everything, because you don't want to get a guy like they have the gi. Some gis have ridiculous colors. Like there's orange gis and
I wear a green gi.
Yeah, and I don't know if
Most people would not wear
if I
a
would
green
enjoy an orange gi.
gi.
I don't know if I would enjoy it, or
Remember
even like
the
the
Dragon Ball Z insignia.
yeah, or
that for
the no. I like black and white.
Black and white.
Like even the army fatigue ones. I don't think that wouldn't be my. I wouldn't choose to buy one. If I got one, maybe I would still wear it, but it wouldn't be my go-to. Like this is my favorite.
Have you seen Albino Preto has Wu-Tang gis?
I haven't seen that.
Bro,
Yeah,
they're so cool. So cool.
that might be a good
If you
gift.
really love your partner, Albino Preto has high-end, fashionable, luxurious jiu-jitsu item. This is an Albino Preto sweater, but not their dopest. I don't like it because it says Jiu-Jitsu Club, bad to the bone. I don't like this
You
one.
don't like the bad to the bone?
Dude, bad to the bone. Imagine
You don't feel that way?
me describing myself like, guys, you
what's
should come
Marshall
see my
like?
match. I am bad to the bone.
You know Marshall. Marshall? Who's Marshall? You know, bad to the bone Marshall. Oh!
Oh,
Bad
dude,
to
he
the
is
bone
bad to the
Marshall.
bone.
That is true. Yes. Like that song, The Boys Are Back in Town. You're one of the boys that they don't want back in town.
Yeah. Welcome to my life.
Jiu-jitsu. Okay, so this list, some items are a little bit pricier than others.
Oh, this one's cool.
A jiu-jitsu vacation and a
Yeah.
camp. This might be for your spouse or partner. You just say, hey, honey, I just found out there's a jiu-jitsu thing going on in Trinidad, and I've booked you tickets.
Trinidad, huh?
Yeah.
He's a real example. Nogi Summit, 10th Planet Kotao in April. Kyle Terra, the other guy, Phil Schwartz, and maybe PJ Barch. I don't know.
Wait.
Sounds right.
There was
Buy someone a ticket to that. It's only $400 plus flights. And worth it.
Who's it?
What do you think,
Jordan teaches jiu-jitsu. He did it was a trip. It was in the Caribbean for jiu-jitsu. I think it was, do you remember? I think it was Trinidad and Tobago.
I don't know what that
It
guy
might have
does.
been
But I know BJJ Globetrotters does the Caribbean a lot.
Yeah.
They do camps all over the world, and it's one of my dreams to teach there. They do a Zen camp in Poland. That sounds so like I should be there. But I'm not quite famous enough to teach there.
Zen.
So
Well, just
I
get
need
famous.
to improve.
Okay, yeah. You better get famous.
I'm working on it. What should I do? A live show and a
Yeah.
tour around the island? I should get out of Taiwan if I want to be
that.
famous.
Yeah.
I should get out there, see the world.
Mats. Another gift you could get is our mats. These are like baller gifts.
Yeah, home mats.
So, okay, so if you're like, more casual, want a gift, yeah, fees to a tournament, and the rash guard. The rash guard, I think, is the most basic thing.
What about soap?
That's good too.
Some defense soap. That's a good gift.
Yeah,
That's a good gift.
something with tea tree oil, some kind of soap that to wash all the dirty men.
Yeah,
off
if someone
of,
in your life is doing jiu-jitsu and
they
you
got
don't,
they got a
then
lot of
they're
skin.
dealing with skin issues that they don't want to talk about. They're not going to bring it up.
They're rubbing on a lot of men. Yes. The instructionals. This is not a bad one. An instructional is something that you can kind of just buy online and send it to somebody's email, access to a paid instructional. This is not a bad gift. So, do you think that would be a gift that you would enjoy?
Oof, it'd be a tricky one, because instructionals, they take a lot of time. They're usually really boring, and if someone's into instructionals, they've probably seen the one you're gonna buy. Like if someone's already into instructionals and you buy just like the most famous John Danaher one, he's like, it's nice of you, but you just wasted $160.
Yeah, but a lot of people do buy instructionals, and I'm sure it's partly
And
just
you can pirate all of them.
yeah, you can pirate all of them, but it's
So here's
just
what you do. You pirate a bunch of instructionals, put them on a flash drive, and then give that to somebody. That's like $3-4.
I
a
think
couple hours of
also
your
though
life.
when you don't pirate it and you buy it from the guy, you feel like you're usually nowadays often you're buying a book or information from somebody because you like them, not necessarily because you need the information,
That's
because
true.
that information is pretty available if you search hard enough.
Yeah.
Or if you're
I
not,
think of that way for seminars.
yeah, or if you're not a hard searcher, you could buy their content. So, an instructional. John Danaher is a good one. He's super famous.
Jason Rao, less famous.
Yep, any B team guys, stuff like that. Most people that are nerding out about jiu-jitsu are gonna appreciate those big brand names. And then if they're like super nerd, then they only watch guys that you've never heard about because they're. Yeah,
how are you gonna find that? Ryan Hall.
Don't worry
They only
about
watch Ryan Hall. And next year, you can buy Taipei BJJ instructionals. Coming soon, taipeibjj.com. Give us a year. We'll got you. Is that too spilling the beans?
It's possible.
Is that too back inside baseball?
It's fine.
A little behind the scenes?
That's fine. Carrie, don't tell anybody what we're saying. Don't tell anybody our plans, Carrie.
Carrie, prepay for our instructional. We don't know what it's about.
A gym membership. This is actually a good
Ooh,
one.
this is
Even
nice.
if you just pay for like, hey, I'm paying for 1 month for you. Your next month at Jiu-Jitsu is paid because these memberships can range from $80 to hundreds of dollars a month.
And I think like the international standard right now is about 120 American dollars a month, but some fancier clubs can be $300-400.
Yes.
And
it's always, the price always creeps up slowly over the years. Yeah, so when I started out Jiu-Jitsu, fees were less than $100 a month. There's a beeping car. Oh, that's a delivery, probably delivery charge.
welcome to my life. Drives me crazy. Cars beeping, so rude.
How dare you beep and back up?
Beeping.
Yeah, gym membership is a good one. I think I give this my star of approval.
Yeah. You
Just
buy
to
me a
say-
gym membership.
Just to say, hey, I've bought you. I've just paid for 2 months for you at the club.
What if I buy you 2 months at what's the worst place to train in Taipei? Don't
Like,
name them.
for me?
Yeah.
If I had to go out of town to train, like if you bought me a ticket, or if you
Shift
bought,
to BJJ.
if you bought me gym membership for even like, doesn't even have to be across the island, just something that's across the city.
Yeah.
It would just be like,
Taiyuan,
why'd you do
Tornado
that?
Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like a great place, but I'm not gonna
Fantastic training.
leave
Not close to
Taipei
here.
every day to go train there. I don't want to do that. So, but I do know one guy at Taiwan BJJ. He often drives from Shinju
Yeah.
just to come in to train, which is crazy to
People
me.
do this.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. But it's very cultish and cliquish, and you want to be around your group. So if this is the group you started with, like especially for big schools like Taiwan BJJ, some guys that started there, they move to different places for work, but they still want to bond with their original group. So don't judge the gyms they're going to. Just pay for the one they're already going to. That's the best way.
Yeah, that's the only way to do it. Don't pick a gym.
Like he's like, I'm a diehard member of this gym. He gets the tattoo. Killer gym for life. And then you send him off to the gym across town.
Some UFC gym.
Yeah. He's not gonna like that. You get him the ticket, get him the membership for Killer Gym. Okay. Backpack is a good one.
Backpack's nice.
Yes.
It's hard to carry jiu-jitsu clothes.
They're stinky. You're gonna go through backpacks quicker than most people.
Yeah.
And you're always carrying something heavy.
Yeah, always.
And carrying heavy, wet things around all day. Yeah. So you're gonna go through backpacks a little bit faster than your average. Actually, student? Yeah. College student? Sure.
This is actually why I enjoy training in the gi, because the gi is like one whole system. All you have to carry, but all you have to change the clothes inside and fold it up and tie it up and
into the
carry
gi
it.
square?
Yeah. So I used to do this when I first moved to Taipei. I'd go. My favorite time to train jiu-jitsu was Friday night. So I'd be carrying my gi all day, go to work with it, train jiu-jitsu, and then go to the bar with my stinky gi. Just leave it in the corner, and I never forgot it. Always remembered, pick up my stinky gi, go home drunk, a very fulfilling day, and you don't have to get in this weird backpack situation. Because if that's inside a bag, it's just like fermenting and getting so gross. But if you put it in the corner of a bar, it's just gross for the people and the nearby people. It just sucks for them.
I see. I don't like to carry things in my hands though. Like I like to have my hands free in case
Chance of
Always.
attack.
Yeah. So I don't like shoulder bags, anything like that. I'm a backpack man, and if I can't fit it in my backpack and my pockets, then I'm like, why am I carrying around so many things?
This is why you do no gi.
Yes.
Easier to stuff
No
in the
gi
backpack.
is beautiful for that. So a trick for the backpack, always carry around a plastic bag inside that backpack so that your juices don't seep into your backpack, because they're there forever. It's like skunk juice. Your bag is always gonna have a little bit of a sweaty.
Yeah. And so what I really like now is they sell just gi bags. They're like made from gi material, and they're strings, like it's a drawstring sack. And so that one you can just wash with your clothes. I actually think this is I think this is the future. Just a sack. You can put dirty clothes in there and wash the whole thing. It's nice. I recommend. Is that up your alley?
It's kind of up my alley.
Yeah.
But I'm putting everything in my backpack. I don't want,
You'd have to have 2 bags.
Yeah. I'm not a 2-bag man either.
I go out of the house with 2 bags sometimes.
Yeah.
And a fanny pack.
I'm not into that.
What about a fanny pack? You into it?
No. It's either, if it doesn't fit in my pockets, I bring my backpack. There's nothing in between those two levels.
Why? Because of fashion? Someone's gonna make fun of you?
Yeah, I'm not into that look. I don't like it, but maybe I'll change one day. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a good gift? I'll buy you a fanny pack. If we go to Thailand next year, I'll get you one.
I wouldn't wear it.
So
You
I
could
got
get me
mine.
one. Or you know what? In Thailand, what I do
colors.
like is that pajama top and bottom thing that everyone has with the elephants.
You like it?
Yeah, I like those. Those are good. Those are good.
All right.
Those are good. The next gift is a little bit tricky. By the way, we're shout out to jujitsulegacy.com. Yeah, we are getting inspired by your website's list, so want to point that out. So hats is another one. Hats is tricky.
Yeah, I've never seen a good jiu-jitsu hat.
Yeah, hats are tricky, unless it's a toque or a beanie, like you guys call it. These are good. Make sure if you get a toque though, it's a little bit. It should fit snug because they stretch out, and super loose toques are not. They're not.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy those.
Okay, so we gotta get in the toque manufacturing business.
Yes.
Taipei BJJ toques coming soon.
The only problem is Taipei is usually too hot to wear a toque.
No, I wear it all the time.
Yeah.
I wear it every day because in Taipei, they insist if you're inside, we're running air conditioner all the time. So at school, teach English, the air conditioner's on me all day. I'm year-round toque wearer. But I'm only new to saying this word toque. So it feels a little weird.
Is Canadian for beanies.
And out of respect, this guy's Canadian and so is my toque. So I'm trying on this word. I would say beanie, but you know.
Beanie. Beanie sounds weird to me. To me, a beanie wouldn't cover your ears. Like this, beanie sounds like this to me. Like that's a beanie for me. Yeah.
It's a sweet look.
But yeah, when you're talking toque, I think of this one.
Taipei BJJ toques coming next year. Is a year enough to do all these things? Am I being a little ambitious?
It's definitely possible. It's just doing
all these things I don't know how to do.
It's just doing it. It's just doing it. It's definitely all possible.
Okay.
Hats. So there's ball caps.
Fedoras?
Actually, maybe if it's just like you could get like an RVCA hat or something that just has the name of a company or a logo that doesn't say anything about BJJ in particular. Maybe that's acceptable. But yeah, it's a tough one. It's a very personal fashion decision.
Yeah.
Be careful buying other people fashion because they might.
It's tricky.
Like this us hat.
You like that?
It's okay. Private lessons. Private lessons. This is an excellent one. This is like top 2 on the list so far.
This is the only one I've actually recommended to someone. When my buddy started training, his girlfriend reached out to me and asked me exactly this question: what should she get? And private lessons is the only good one I could think of in that situation. It's great. If someone trains at a high level gym, they definitely already have someone in their mind, some black belt, hopefully, if it's a good school, a black belt or several black belts that they would enjoy a private lesson with. Private lessons, the price can range a lot. I would say $50 to $300, $400, $500. I think when my buddy was messing around with Gordon Ryan online, trying to troll him a little bit, asking him for privates, Gordon told him 1,000. This was like 7 years ago. So, you know, if you're trying to get a lesson with Gordon Ryan, I'm sure that's $50,000 now, something crazy.
It makes sense that it would be expensive. Like, he would be the number.
Like, no.
Like, if everybody was the exact same price, everybody would choose him, right? Everybody would at least get one lesson with him, even if you're not into his whatever he does. You could just say, oh, everybody's $30 in the world. I choose that guy.
And so you could probably, if it's a good school, the school has a phone number. You can just call up and explain, hi, I want to buy a private lesson for this person. They might try to take advantage of you. They're like, oh yeah, it's $1,000. Should be, I'm telling you, 50, 100, 150, 200. 200's a little high, but somewhere in there. Probably $50, $60. It's a good price for 1 hour of a lesson. $1 a minute. It's nice.
This one is a little bit lower priced and also useful, a foam roller.
This is fantastic.
If they don't already have one, a foam roller is a nice one to have. Get something hard, kind of hard, with a hard shell on the inside, a little bit of foam on the outside. I would say avoid the ones that are totally foam. They're a little bit too soft, and
squishy.
You might even like squishy when you start out, but you'll quickly graduate to needing a harder roll.
Yeah, we don't get foam rollers because they feel good. We get foam rollers because they release tension that builds up through jiu-jitsu practice.
They do kind of feel good too. I enjoy a good foam roll.
Yeah, you like suffering.
Yeah. Well, this is like, I guess it's like massage. Do you like massage?
Yeah, but because I equate suffering with benefits.
Oh, but I enjoy the massage.
Yeah. Thailand massage.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah. We go back to massages are so good, so cheap.
This one is an okay one, but books.
Oh, that's tricky.
Do you want a book?
I would, yeah. I actually love to get books, but a jiu-jitsu book, I'd recommend Rickson Gracie as a good book. It's called Breathe.
That's a good one.
That book starts out crazy. It's talking about his ancestry. He's talking about how his family's from Scotland. He's like, just immediately starts repping Scotland. And he's like, oh, but they moved to America and became very famous and fought in the Civil War. His great-grandfather was a Confederate general.
Nice.
This is how he starts his book. Yeah, best fighter ever. With Confederate lineage.
Nice.
Did not expect that. Yeah. But the book goes on to explain the Gracie history and some of the philosophy. That's a really good one. Roy Dean has a very good one. Have you read a jiu-jitsu book? No?
I have not.
You think I should write one?
Sure.
It's coming in 3 years. Type in bjj.com.
I think the book would be the easiest of all those steps. Yeah.
Really?
Probably.
Gotta put my soul into it, though.
Yeah. What do you mean, like it's gonna be? Oh, you're gonna talk about yourself?
I don't know, man. But I don't just write.
Just do it. Yeah.
I don't just write to write.
Okay, just do it. Yeah.
I'm a writer, okay, guys. You don't know, because I haven't published anything.
I have a friend. He claims to be the best rapper ever, but nobody's ever heard him rap. You know who you are.
Yeah. That's my nightmare.
Tournaments. Did we already say? Oh, you. This is your gift idea.
I called this one out because this is the one that I want. I want someone to sign me up for Dumao in January.
Just be like, here you are.
Yeah, like it just sucks, man. Like, especially coming off of last weekend was a match that I think this is how tournaments should be, man. White belts pay and upper belts don't. I think that's reasonable with like cash prizes for the top match. Like this weekend, by all accounts, I was the main event of this card. It was an all-day card, and they keep building up to one match, and I strangled a guy, and I think I should get money for that, and I don't think I should lose money for that, and I think white belts should pay money to compete. White, blue, and purple should be paying, and then upper belts should be having cash prize opportunities. If you lose, maybe not, but should be an option. Yes. I think that's very reasonable.
I think this is true too because I am no longer a purple belt.
Yeah.
And I like the idea. Yeah, let's just start it at our level. Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
white and blue belts don't question this process. They're just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, you gotta pay to compete. Okay, yeah. Here you go, here you go.
Yeah.
And then at some point, it's like, geez, this is a lot of money.
It's been a legacy. You've had a marathon of paying a lot of money already.
Yeah, like to get a black belt to pay like the same amount of money is like, I think it's rude, you know. And I'm not a black belt, but I will be. And if you put up the money, I'll go out there and try to strangle one for you. What do you think? I don't think I should lose money trying to strangle a black belt. I think I should have the opportunity to win, even if it's just a little bit, man. A little respect.
But what you did wasn't a tournament though. So
There was a tournament in the morning.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you were the super fights, so that's different. You're just going against one guy.
Yeah. But
Tournament,
it should be the same idea if it's a small tournament.
Tournaments?
They could.
So tournaments could be.
They could. And they should also charge people to watch. I don't know why these big tournaments are so expensive to sign up for and free to watch. It's bad.
Balance it out a little bit.
Yeah.
You think people will pay to watch a lot?
I think, no, but I think if you charge everyone in there 100 NT and then give 30% of that to the absolute black belt winner, it'd be awesome. Or have the opportunity, this would be so cool. I've never seen this in a jiu-jitsu match, but if just whoever the boss is just has some extra cash, and then someone does like an amazing finish, just they come from behind, they hit a submission, everybody goes crazy, and the boss comes out and throws money at them. I've never seen that in a jiu-jitsu tournament.
Start normalizing this behavior.
Yeah, like it doesn't have to be a lot of money, man. Give them 1,000 NT, like $33. Just like, dude, that was nice. Like on the mat, like make a little presentation. Just ta-da.
Like strippers.
Yeah, like strippers. Or where I got this is Muay Thai children.
Yeah.
When Muay Thai kids fight, after the match, the winner, still has his gloves on. He walks around the crowd and bows to people, and people put money in his mouth. And it's like a really fair thing because everyone in the crowd's gambling. So if you just won a bunch of money off this kid, give him 1%. Straight in his mouth because he doesn't have hands.
So that's another gift idea. Arrange this whole tournament.
Yeah, start a tournament for me.
Arrange a tournament for Marshall. Christmas gift. Where he gets paid. That's the
or at least have the option
perfect
to get paid.
Christmas
If I
gift.
lose, I'm not going to ask for money.
Let's look at some letters. On our tangent, here we go. Carrie Morgan says, crazy how long your opponent hung in there when it was tight. He's no joke.
He's so good. Bo you. Props.
He also said the brown belt rash guard is a personal attack.
You're one of several people who does this, Carrie. It's not just you.
I wore one.
Yeah,
I wore one before I had a brown belt.
And it's funny. It's no problem.
My Bears Den rash guard, but he sells it to all white belts too. So
yes, that's not ranked. That's different. That's just brown.
Let's see. What is the cooler post-workout drinking session? 10th Planet Summit or Globetrotters Camp? Important note. This is sarcasm.
That's actually a very good question. So, Thailand, the easiest place to drink. I think Thailand is like what beer was invented for. So if after a session at 10th Planet Hotel, everybody gets on their scooters and eats dinner and drinks so much beer and then gets on their scooters with no helmets. So there's that. And the Caribbean camp, I have no information. So probably Thailand. In Thailand, weed's legal, but it might not last forever.
I like
might be a
Thailand
window
too.
in time.
Thailand is also cheaper than the Caribbean. Caribbean is a little bit more expensive, like just the general cost of things. And Thai food. Chainsmoker Yo says, Danaher, $217, even on sale. Is that Danaher the human, or is that Danaher the
DVD?
That's a DVD. Okay.
Danaher instructionals are $217 on sale.
So that's not a private with Danaher.
No, private with Danaher, I'm sure it's like very expensive.
Let's see. Chainsmoker also says, I would like someone to prepay the hospital for my next injury.
Yeah, buy someone's surgery.
And then massages. He also says massages. So massage,
Yeah.
I
Massage
think
is
is a
fantastic.
good gift. Yeah.
Someone could buy me a massage.
Massage is a good gift. I like that one.
That's a good one.
I'm putting that top 5. Will, your gift is top 5. Massage. Let's see here.
Who's that? That's Will?
That's Will. Chainsmoker Yo.
Will Munger?
Will Munger, yes. Yeah.
Hello.
Will Munger.
So you're hanging out with us? Thanks, man.
Yes, thanks for hanging out. We have a question. We'll get to that later. Let's go through a few more of these. I think there's 15 gifts. Event tickets is another gift you could get for someone. I think this is a good one.
Yeah.
A ticket to a big event. So some super match coming up. You get your friend or your loved one tickets to that event. That's a good gift for.
Flow Grappling's putting on some events. They're kind of hard to get to, usually in Austin, Texas, or California. But Fight to Win, F2W, they travel around and they put on like really good matches. Everybody would appreciate going to that. UFC is another good option, as well as underground MMA. I'm sure every city has that now. Every jiu-jitsu person wishes they could do MMA, so going to watch it is always a good idea. For
usually
people.
MMA is what brings you into jiu-jitsu. Your interest in MMA brings you into jiu-jitsu because you're like, I want to do what they're doing, but I just don't want to get punched.
Yeah, I want to, but no, thank you. What's next best? Okay, jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Oh, you don't get punched there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. Mug is a good one.
A mug?
Like a BJJ mug. You could print some BJJ stuff on the mug. Because mugs are very low commitment. Like whatever your message is on your mug, you could decide. It's not like you carry your mug outside, but it's a nice.
It's at all.
It's a nice. Or you have your mug at the office. Like if you have one office mug, you want it to look nice or say something cool. Because that mug represents you.
You have a mug
in the office. In my office, no.
Do you want one?
No, because I don't want to walk. I don't want to walk around with an open container of liquid. No. I'll drink out of. I like having a bottle. Bottles are the thing here. People here don't really do mugs, but I remember Canada. I saw a lot of mugs in the office.
Sounds like something people do.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Here, people use bottles, usually like thermos style bottles. Would be the thing. So that's good. That's our Christmas list. So to recap.
Yeah, which one do you want?
The really good ones. Here, the ones that you want. Rash guard is not bad. Gi, I think it's a bit much, and you could really mess up their style and get it all wrong, and they don't wear it, or they sell it. Even worse.
Yeah.
So other BJJ apparel, BJJ shirts. This one's okay. Jiu-Jitsu vacation camp. This is dope if you have a lot of money.
10 Planet No Gi Summit.
Yeah, if money's not an issue, that's a great gift. Mats at home, a little expensive. It's
kind of a commitment.
It's a commitment. You gotta have space to store them. You gotta take care of the mats as well.
Train on them.
Yeah. Instructionals, not a bad one. I like this one, but you also have to know what your friend is into. So this is not my top one. Gym membership fees for a month, that's good. I like this one. Paying for gym membership fees, backpack, so hat, if it's a toque, that's okay, but also style is difficult. Private lessons. This is like in my top 5. If you could get a private lesson for your friend, almost with any black belt, it will be helpful.
Or brown belts in Taipei.
Yes.
Hit us up.
Even if he's not, even if they're not like a famous person, any one-on-one instruction with somebody that knows a particular position or a move very well is helpful. Especially if it's something that you don't do perfectly, or even if it is something that you do very well, you want even more information on that. Like I would love to learn more. I love guillotines, and I would love to learn even more about finishing guillotines,
And I can't tell them.
Stuff like that. Foam roller, I think, is a good one. Not super expensive, so that's in my top 5.
Fancier version would be one of those massage guns.
Oh, the gun.
Massage guns are.
Those are not super expensive now either. They've come down a lot in price. Yeah.
I should buy myself one.
Tournament fees. This is not bad.
Start a tournament for me.
Is this your top 5? Yeah, or arrange a whole tournament. Become a promoter just for this one practitioner. Event tickets, I think this is good. This is also in my top 5.
Yeah.
So how many is in my top 5?
You have 30. They're all in your top 5.
Yeah, so those are good. We had one question from Taipei Boxing, or Richard, as we like to call him. Let me find the question. Here we go. So and this is a perennial. Perennial is forever.
Yeah. It's a classic.
The debate between gi and no gi. So he says, my friend or my nephew, so hypothetical situation, and in a hypothetical situation, you cannot choose a reasonable answer.
What?
You have to choose between one of these.
So it's hypothetical to him or to us?
It's a hypothetical question that he's asking us to answer.
Oh. Okay.
Imagine this world. So you live in a world where your nephew is getting bullied. Exactly 1 kilometer to the left, there's a no gi club. 1 kilometer to the right, there's a gi club. All other things being equal. So these are robotic teachers. They're both perfect. Everything else is perfect.
I hate this question.
But in one gym, they do the gi. In one gym, they do the no gi. So the reason he's asking this is for strictly only self-defense. For the purpose of strictly self-defense, which one do you choose? Strictly self-defense. Gi versus no gi.
You asking me?
Yes.
I refuse to answer this question. It's not a real situation. There's plenty of real situations to work with. Do you have an answer?
For this made-up situation?
Yeah, I say
Listen.
they're both acceptable.
For a made-up situation where you have to choose one.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm gonna choose the gi.
Really?
I'm gonna choose the gi because the gi there are some problems with the gi. Let me tell you the problems that the gi have for self-defense. The problems with the gi with self-defense is that a lot of gi practice, you spend a lot of time developing perfect grips on the gi. That would be my one qualm with the gi. Other than that,
because you become reliant upon them?
You can. You can. Other than that, though, the gi to me is more applicable to self-defense only because we walk around in clothes.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Because you're fighting on the beaches of Rio.
only because we walk around in clothes, and B, I've found that no gi or gi to no gi seems to be an easier transition for people than from no gi to gi.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, of course. But if this situation is happening, if you live in Hawaii, then I would go no gi. If you live on the beaches of Hawaii and you're a surfer and that's all you do, then I would go no gi. Yeah. No gi is perfect for that.
So it's climate dependent.
For sure. But so that's the hypothetical question. But then beyond that, when choosing a gym, some factors for choosing the gym are plenty.
So many.
And what would be your first factor for gym choiceation?
Oh, so I've been through this a lot. I've traveled, I've moved places, always got to choose a gym. And the only way that I can say to choose a gym is show up early and just feel the vibe the entire time. And then go home and see how you feel. This is how I've chosen every gym. For example, I went to AOJ. AOJ is an incredibly famous academy in my hometown. I was moving back there, I was living with my parents. Kind of a tough time in my life.
That's Art of Jiu-Jitsu?
Art of Jiu-Jitsu, run by the Mendez brothers. Super beautiful place. I walk in there, and the guy who I've never met... Is that the one,
they're all white?
Yeah.
They do the white gym, yeah.
It's all white, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I walk in there, and the guy at a desk, a guy I've never met, a guy I don't know, looks at me kind of angrily and goes, $60, write down your name. I was like, it's a lot of money to try out a school, but I was there, I was curious, I tried it. Class was good, technique was fine. After class, I get tired, I take off my gi. Gi Mendez comes up and goes, my friend, put on your gi. Oh, sorry. So whole time, uncomfortable, not very friendly to me, not very welcoming to me. Maybe I went on a weird day, I don't know. Next day, I went 10th Planet Costa Mesa. I get there early, everybody's laughing, telling stories. I introduce myself, everybody starts chatting a little bit. We do jiu-jitsu, it's incredible. We roll, I don't know what they're doing. And afterwards, the coach takes us out back and we smoke a little bit. Dreams come true for me. checked the vibe. It was awesome. So some people in that exact same situation would go AOJ. I have friends who trained at AOJ. I have friends who are still at AOJ. Something about it speaks to them differently.
Yeah, some people, I would say, yeah. That's more the thing when for some people, when you're training a sport, you want that rigid environment.
Mm-hmm.
You want coaches to be hard, and
you want to
be
actually
kind of
be a
kept
world
in
champion.
line. Yeah.
If you want to be a world champion, it's a good place to train.
Yeah,
Lots of
yeah.
world champions there. World championship was never my goal.
So that's one of the factors, of course. Hygiene, I think, is a big one, but this is hard to know. I think this is a difficult one to notice. I think over time, I've been to
if you walk
gyms.
into a place and you notice something unhygienic, you notice something, yeah, don't train there.
I can think of one gym in particular where I've gone and I've thought, like, while I'm there, I'm like, wow, there's a lot of dirt and hair on the mats.
A little hair on the mat's like,
yeah,
okay, but a lot of hair on the mat,
that means,
that's
like,
a terrible
I'm
sign.
like, this mat has not been cleaned either all day or since yesterday.
Yeah.
To accumulate this much debris. So yeah, that kind of turned me off from going to that gym. And because my skin is constantly in contact with that, and I'm not like a germaphobe or anything, but I've had the luxury of going to a lot of gyms where, I wouldn't say a lot, but just gyms where the master of the gym was super clean. So I started out with Taiwan BJJ
Super
and
clean
Makoto Ogasawara, the head instructor there.
What's his name?
Ogasawara-san. He is super clean, and I love that about the gym. So there was even a time when it was a long time ago, where he would give the keys to some guys to go train early in the morning by themselves, as long as they cleaned it. But a couple times, even though they cleaned it, after their mopping or whatever, the mats were not perfectly dry, and Makoto did not like the mats not being, and I love that, like the standards of cleanliness.
Yeah. Well, one thing you can check in every gym, see if their bathroom's clean, it's a good sign. Dirty bathroom, bad sign.
That is true. Size of the gym is another huge factor, but it goes both ways. You might want to be a part of a small gym to have more one-on-one time with the instructor,
and able to make more friends.
You can make more friends, and it's just
Closer friends.
It will generally be a more casual environment, a more supportive environment with a smaller group, or you want to be with a big group because you want to have a lot of training partners and you want to get a lot of different looks from opponents to be ready to compete and know many different scenarios. And both of these are beneficial, but
Pros and cons.
It depends on what exactly you're into, your personality. So that's another.
So you're gonna check it out and check the vibe. This is what I mean. See how your
Vibe is vibe is very general though.
Is it? But I'm trying to say something very specific.
personal-
I don't have the words.
Vibe is like how it kind of connects with your own personality
In the moment.
Yeah.
Not hypothetically.
Yeah. So back to the vibe. Instructors also go both ways.
Oh my God,
So I've had
so many ways.
supportive instructors or harsh, like, why did you do it like that?
It's mean.
Yeah. And it depends on you. It depends on how you like your coaching style. There are many coaching styles. Also, jiu-jitsu is still kind of in its infancy, where actually in any sport you're gonna have different coaching styles, but the training modalities for jiu-jitsu are so broad and unstandardized, so you could find something that fits for you.
Yeah, it's a lot of the instructor's personality. And a lot of instructors, maybe they're famous, maybe you heard about them, and you go to meet them and you just don't click with them. This happens all the time. And oftentimes someone you've never heard of before will be the best instructor, and every opportunity in between those situations is possible.
Yeah.
So check the vibe. Is that a good way to say it? No? I'll find a better way to say it. Some more scientific.
There are some gyms, so now also another perfect scenario. 100 meters to the left and 100 meters to the right of your house, you have these 2 gyms, but maybe you don't only want to do jiu-jitsu at the gym. You want to be part of a gym that has also some weight facilities and exercise bikes. Maybe you want to be able to go to that place and do more than one thing.
Muay Thai.
They do Muay Thai there, yeah. They do wrestling.
Yeah.
You might be more comfortable at a gym where they do a variety of things throughout the different days.
Maybe you prefer training jiu-jitsu to the sound of 1,000 people kicking a bag. You ever done that? You ever been in a gym like that? They're whacking bags during class.
I don't think I have.
Can't hear the instructor.
Actually, I have. I have been at one gym, and it was massive. It was in Canada, and we trained in the cage. It was a massive cage, but the thing I remembered was like how thin the mats were there. Like I'm like this. I feel like I'm going to be really sore after rolling here. So, but that didn't last very long. I had stitches in my hand at the time, and I went back to training too early. It had healed, but the skin hadn't become thick yet, and we started to roll. And as soon as a guy just grabbed my wrist, it just opened. It just opened, and it didn't start pouring blood, but I could immediately feel and see the opening, and I said, "Oh, see you guys." I got a job offer there too. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
Yeah, that was a pretty good vibe. I think that's good.
Okay.
Oh, it's cold.
It's so cold.
It's so cold. Yeah, we're not going to train, so
Too cold.
it will take too long
If
to
we've
get
been moving this whole time. So we trained here yesterday. I think yesterday was colder. Maybe same temperature, but windy and rainy.
Yeah, we had rain on the mat.
Yeah, we did pretty well. We trained.
Yeah.
But today we've just been sitting here, jibber jabbering.
Yeah, and so just this position, it's going to take me a while to stand up out of it.
Can't do it. Thank you guys for watching. Taipei BJJ. Go live every Friday. Got a website. Is it live? Website's up.
It's live.
TaipeiBJJ.com.
You could leave some comments.
Leave some comments.
Say you guys are lazy, something like that.
Whoa.
Get us writing more articles.
Oh my god. How about you say we like these articles? If you like them, don't lie to us.
Yeah. Don't lie.
Call
to us.
him lazy.
Yeah.
Compliment me.
Say what you want. Just say something.
Say something. Speak to us. We speak to you.
All right. Tell a friend. Taipei BJJ.
TaipeiBJJ.com. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
新年快乐.
Oh.